Hey everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to actually print to scale on Google SketchUp. The software I have downloaded is the SketchUp Make 2017. It's the free software. It works pretty well. Other than a couple bugs, it does work pretty well. And it can be a little glitchy. Maybe you'll see that during the video. But there are a couple steps that you need to take. It's a very finicky one. So let's open up Google SketchUp. Um, the first thing is I'm not going to tell you just, hey, go and click on parallel projection. Do that, but that's not all that it takes. So right here I'm in perspective on my camera, right? I'm in perspective, and I designed this net here. Okay, so here it is. I wanted to print out a template for that net, and I did. I got this whole entire net to scale, everything. I also printed out the handle right here, just like that. Maybe you can see that. And then finally I printed out a little sketch of my clamps that I'm making. This is a little bit of some templates. So first thing that I would do is go into wireframe, or whatever you want to call it, hidden line, and that'll give you something like this. And then I'm going to highlight my group, and I'm just going to copy the top to that, but I don't want to. But I'm just going to copy that, Control C, click out of it, Control V, and that's how I got this this 2D drawing. 2D drawing really helps. So I have this template here. That's exactly what I wanted. I made a net just as a test, and it worked pretty well. It worked really well. But some of it was a little bit, if you look at it, it's a little bit uneven. So I wanted to make a template to make it work really well. So here it is. To print this out, first thing you need to do, you need to go to top view. Okay. So now what SketchUp's going to want to print is this whole white space. Okay. It's going to want to print all of that. You don't want that. Next thing you need to do is actually go to camera and select parallel projection. Okay. If you don't select parallel projection, you'll notice that in the, when I press print preview, you'll see it. The scales will be, you can't edit them. So you need to be in parallel projection, otherwise it won't show that. But next thing I need to do is actually collapse this down. There you go. And I want to get rid of as much white space, well, as possible. Just like this. So you see how a little bit of white space on each end. That should work. I don't want anything else in the foreground or whatever. So I have that set up. Now I just need to go to print preview, and I'll show you what this will look like for you and why it was such an issue for me. If I press print, go back. It's finicky, very finicky, but it works, I promise. This is what it looked like, and this is what I was having problems with. I tried my best to print to scale. So if I go here, this is what it looked like for me. And I was looking everywhere, but nothing gave me an answer to how to fix this. They just said it's a bug. Too bad, so sad. Pretty much what they said. So you can't click on scale. Even at editing this, doing all that, it doesn't work, right? It just doesn't work. Fit the page, nothing changes, nothing changes. Okay. So what you need to do is, instead of clicking OK, go up here to the drop down and click on Microsoft XPS document writer. Hopefully you guys have this. If not, maybe the PDF viewer will work. But here it is. It doesn't work still. This is where it gets a little weird. So it still doesn't work. How we fix it though is I select OK. And it's going to give me this net. It's not to scale at all. So that's one page. I'm going to close that, right? Close it. And this is where it's weird. I don't know why it works, but it does. Here we go. One day it'll load. There we go. Alright, so we have our net. Now I'll go back to print preview. Whoa, it works. But now my scale is gone. Why doesn't my scale work? Remember what I said? Check your parallel projection. This is another issue I had. And I figured out you just have to go cancel, and my default is set to perspective. So whenever I would load it again or go back, it would set it back to perspective. So I'll set the parallel projection. Make sure that it's in the top view. Go here, print preview. Whoa, it's to scale now. Perfect. Now I can select 1 to 1, and it should say 1 to 6 pages. 1 to 8. That's all I wanted. 1 to 1. There. Whoops. There. Alright. So now we're in a 1 to 1. And now it's giving me this. Not how I really wanted it. It worked, but I need to zoom in a little further because I don't want 8 pages. I want 6. So I don't want to waste that much paper. So let's go back. Here's how you fix that. Here's how you, the closer you are. So when I do this, the closer your edges are to that, the better. So I'm going to take this and just zoom in. Look at that. Perfect. Now we have almost this whole entire thing filled. When I go back to print preview, it should say 1 to 6. There you go. Perfect. And this is page size. It's somewhat correct. It's a little bit off, but now I can select OK. And now that's the top left of the page of the net, top right, middle left, middle right, bottom left of the handle, bottom right of the handle. So now I'm going to select print, but I'm not going to exit out. I need to keep this thing small. I need to keep this window small. Have to. Otherwise it won't work. So let's check everything over. Perfect. Look at my screen. Follow what I'm doing and it should work. Alright, so I'm going to print. I've done a couple of videos of this. Net to test. Okay, so page 6, you saw that there's 6 pages. I'm going to go in here and go to net to test. I'll open that up. Look at that. Now we have all this right here. Works out very well. So as you can see, when you glue just the edge of the page together, literally just the edge, you don't have to line up the lines or anything, just the edge of the page, this will connect to that. That top piece will connect to here, come down, that piece will connect to this, and then these will start going into our handles. So you can see how that works. Next thing to do is just print. And it's really, I would hate to say it's that easy. It's just a finicky situation. So try and follow what I did, and I hope that it worked for you. I was really happy that it worked out for me. So let me know in the comments if this worked for you, and let me know if you have problems again, so I can comment back and see what's going on. Yeah, hopefully I helped somebody out today. So have a good day, and thank you guys for watching.